It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 681.
What's happening, guys? What's going on?
What are you wearing?
Yeah. I look like a junkie in Abbotsford, or someone just prepped for Friday night drinks. You know, just trying on a few different outfits. No, I found these on the desk. Amy was on a Zoom call last night, and she had them on for some reason. But I'll put those down now. But just on the junkie thing, mate, I'm living with a junkie.
Oh, yeah. Is this the chocolate stuff with Bodhi? Or?
Mate, Bodhi is a junkie. It's scary. It's absolutely scary. Bodhi woke up this morning. Downstairs, I just hear this pitter-patter, and I'm like, it's never a good sign. It's either a good sign because they've gone to bed, or it's a bad sign because they're up to no good.
And then he came around the corner and said, "Can I have $1?"
No, I came downstairs. He'd gone outside. He'd got 2 chairs, put them together, got up onto the top of the fridge, which I thought was high enough, and at the back to get him away from the chocolate. And he smashed 4 eggs, bigger than picture like a large egg that you'd buy from the supermarket, like a real egg. That size, 4 of them. Absolute junkie.
How quickly is he doing this? Like, it seems... I'm not questioning your parenting, but if he has a chance to get the 2 chairs, stand up, do all that sort of thing...
Like, how does he know where they are?
Yeah.
A junkie can sniff out... You know, the drug anywhere. It's full on. It's full on.
So
no,
how long do you
reckon
reckon there was the time? How much time between do you think he's actually spending trying to get them?
Oh, not a great deal. Could be a few minutes. He's quick, but he even went outside. Went outside to eat it.
What about locks on fridges? That's a big thing.
Is there locks? Can you get locks on fridges?
Definitely can get, yeah. 100%.
Locks on fridges. I mean, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Fool me twice, shame on you.
You're at about 25 times, so I think the joke's on you.
Yeah, the joke is on me. No, but I've now just put it in a cupboard that he can't get to. But I've said that
Isn't
before.
that what you just said about the fridge?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying I put it at the top. Like, he could climb in the pantry. He's a little unit, bro. He's an absolute.
But do you reckon it's impossible now? You don't reckon he'll get them?
Nah, I never say never, Mason. You know, I've done some big missions to go and get some substance in the past, and I thought I couldn't do it, but I did it.
So
anyway,
are you saying to him, are you saying, mate, you're a little unit? Like, are you giving him a little bit of praise, Props. Or what happens when he gets the chocolate?
Absolutely not. I had him upside down, hanging one leg, had him, and I took him into his room and dropped him into his bed.
Do you think he thinks it's funny?
No, he's not laughing. Time Out hates it. Hates Time Out.
Right. Does he crash from the sugar later?
Yeah,
all day?
But that's not my. It's the ultimate, not my problem. He's at daycare at the moment.
Right.
But I tell you what is my problem: getting a little cold. I've got a little cold, boys. No good.
Oh, no.
Whose fault's that?
Well, it's not Blame Monday, so I can't really blame. But if it is,
you were saying
Pass the Blame Wednesday. yeah, Bodhi's. I mean, Jordan Peterson says, raise a child, you don't want to hate your child. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I hate my child, but, you know, it's...
He's annoying the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I don't know when
fine.
that turns in... Yeah, no, I love him.
I feel like I grew up with my mum saying that a lot. I used to, I think that my parenting, I mean, it's very easy not being a parent, I know, but I think that... my mum's and dad's parenting style, I think, was very much like, tell Josh why he's a bit of a shit kid. I think maybe it was because I was so over the top hyperactive, where I feel like potentially, George, you look like you're the result of never having a bad thing said to you.
100% correct.
Yeah. Just like nice, timid, whereas I'm ready just to tell everyone to fuck off. And maybe that's because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah, no, you're dead right. In my family, I was the youngest. So, you know, my brother and sister always getting in the fights. But then also at school, I feel like everyone just kind of liked me.
Okay. Likeable George.
How annoying. Your mic level's a little low, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's not likeable.
Yeah. Yeah. But and so TJ, I think like the locks would be fun. I think there's a few ways you could go. You could go the locks, or there is also the magnetic smart door solutions. It's just like a little, it's just like a magnet, and when it gets sort of separated, you'll get notified. So like an alarm system.
Yeah, I mean that or shock collar. I'm tending towards the shock collar.
You get around
that. Should work.
Yeah.
I think it's Sunand in the comments. He's saying, I hope you guys are watching the comments. Yeah, we are, brother. G'day. Welcome.
Sunand, what do you think we should do? What should TJ do with his parenting?
Yeah. My son is just getting into the chocolate and he's sniffing it out, finding it out. But, I mean, he had options this morning, though, guys, because Amy had baked all these cupcakes for her workplace and they were on the bench. And so if he got into the cupcakes, it would have been, quite... it would have been really fucking annoying.
How could you create a lesson? Like, how could this become a bit of a lesson? What about if you were to switch out the chocolate for something else? Or what about if you were to or even wrap the... use the foil and put vegetables and fruit and put it all in the fridge.
A plant. I should do that. Set up a little camera. I don't know if it's... Because then what you're doing is setting him up. So you're going... do the behaviour, but then on the other side it has to be, what if I put real eggs in there? Real eggs. Wrap real eggs, boiled.
Hard boiled.
Hard boiled so it doesn't annoy me. Should I do this tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. What about this? So when with my cat, I had a cat named My Cat, and what we would do is you fill up a water bottle and just spray, like if he's starting to go to the fridge, you just spray the water at him.
Yeah, that was a thing. We had that for our dog too. But I mean, I wonder what just is like human rights. Like,
he doesn't have any rights to fucking Easter eggs in the morning.
Absolutely not.
Can you scare? Absolutely. Can you put like a? It's a bit hard, but could you like scare him when he goes to if he's sticking his hand under like on top of the fridge or whatever? He's not really looking at what's going on there. Could you have like a? I don't know, like a little toy snake or something that pops out and scares the shit out of them.
I love that.
So you're just trying to really build some fear into the kids.
Why not? Well, the other stuff's not working.
Yeah.
We had a...
this is interesting.
Tiny little... You go.
Sorry, Felipe in the comments... Sorry, PayPal has... in Brazil, when the kids want to eat something so bad, we give them a lot till they hate it, so they won't ask for it again. Which is,
like
I understand that.
You gave him a pack last week. Is he settled down?
But now he's onto weed. It's fucking crazy. Gateway drug, bro.
Yeah. No, he's doing big cigars.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a lot of fun in it. I think air horns would be fun. I think there's definitely a solution that's just if you want to go cheap, which I know you do. You could just get like a speaker system that's that just attaches in the fridge, and that you've got a remote to. But I guess yeah, I think that
Harry says a mouse trap.
Yeah, mouse trap.
Yeah, look, scare tactics only work so much. It's like raising your voice. It only works so much before it just like it crumbles them. It's too much for them,
And so what's your fear about it becoming too much? Is it not okay for it to be too much?
No, I think it's what you've laid out is tactics that scare you so bad that you don't want to ever do it again.
Yeah.
And so...
But also let's crumble him and then build him back up based on a skill set that you...
Is he...
But he doesn't have to know it's
you. He's a Navy SEAL?
No, I think that it's okay. Like if he's clearly got too much confidence right now that he thinks it's okay. And so if you just be like, you know what? Like it's life or death right now and you need to settle the fuck down and this is my house and this is what we're going to do for a bit and you're going to follow.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're going to spend all day in time out. You're hungry? I don't give a fuck. My mum used to do this all the time. Here, call the police. Call them.
She'd give you the phone.
Yeah, she'd give you the phone. Of course I'm not calling the police. I was too scared to call the police. And in the grand scheme of things, he's got fucking hot water. He's got all these great facilities.
Yeah, he's a lucky boy.
Yeah, he's a lucky boy. And so the thing is, at the moment, Lucky Boy is based on eggs. Let's get it back to necessities. A bed to sleep on, a roof over his head. And the way that you got to do that is to break him.
I don't mind the egg thing. I reckon I could boil the eggs,
but then he gets a nice egg to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but when you think
he
it's
unwraps
chocolate,
it,
if you wanted chocolate, would you go? Look, someone's boiled me an egg. I'll eat the egg now. Like, it's not what you're going for.
I'd probably eat it.
Yeah.
Lara's saying
it's not what
replace
you
it with
want.
really dark, bitter chocolate. That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
I used to have the hot
100%, yeah.
mustard, and I got to an age where I started enjoying the hot mustard when I would swear and they'd put hot mustard.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
that couldn't be used anymore. But yeah, I love the dark
Yeah,
chocolate
spicy.
one.
Make it spicy.
Oh, spicy's good.
Yeah. He calls things that are spicy, prickly,
Mhm.
and he calls my prickly beard sparkly. So he
He's got it mixed
interchanges the words. He's got it mixed up. So he's going to think that it's prickly. What you're going to... I give him some spicy food. It's prickly.
Do you think he gets a sense with the chocolate stuff that there are consequences if he eats them?
I mean, I think just making sure you follow through by putting him into timeout is a solid way. A solid way. Like, he hates
And so the
it.
fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 70 times, like,
Yeah,
is he
yeah.
learning?
Oh, I mean, you're doing a Michael Bungo Stania, like setting me up for the answer that you know. No, he's not learning. But I mean, this is what the lengths you go to for chocolate. But I've just.
But
I've
is
gotta
it a
push through.
chocolate thing? Like, I don't think it like... I mean, okay.
No, it's
I get
chocolate.
it. No, sorry.
He's not going.
Anyway.
He's not going down getting looking for his wheat bix. Like, it's
What's
chocolate.
the real challenge?
It's off the back of last weekend. The real challenge isn't beating your kid. You know, you know what I mean? Like, that's a real challenge for parents.
But
Not laying
so
down.
the
I
chocolate
resorted
thing,
to
do you think it is chocolate?
clapping over his bum to make it sound like I was smacking his bum. And all that did was hurt my hands because I clapped so hard. I didn't even slap his bum. So it was like, that pissed me off even more.
So what is it? So say if you're quoting for something, let's make it a business analogy.
Yeah.
If you're quoting something for a client and you say, it's going to cost 10 grand, and then they say, oh, we've only got 7, then what normally happens is you remove something from the quote because they can pay 7 grand, but they're getting less. It feels like, do you have that structure where it's like there's obvious things? Like, if you do that there, see this the iPad's no more.
Yeah. Well, I think it's chocolate. I go to you're not having chocolate again for months. Like, that's the fucking.
Well, he
that's
does,
the
but
power
that's
I
not
wanna
going to
just bring
really
down on
scare
his
him
ass.
because he's just fucking
Like,
eaten 2
I
blocks
want you
of
to
chocolate.
forget what chocolate tastes like. That's how hard I'm going to go. Like, Jacko
Will
willing.
he get embarrassed yet? Or is he too young?
Oh, no, he gets embarrassed. It's funny because he gets he says, "Oh, I don't want to go to daycare. I'm shy." I'm like, "Mate, you're not shy." I don't know where he's got that from. He's a maniac. The people in the streets know him. The next door neighbour said that there was people walking past saying, "Where's that Bodhi kid?" How do they know him? I don't know these people that are walking past. He goes up to people and he, "I'm Bodhi. Hello, I'm Bodhi." It's cute. It's
I remember
cute.
in the supermarket, as a kid, when I was in the supermarket and we were being naughty, Mum would just say, "I'll just lie down. I'm going to lie down in the middle of the aisle." If you
Your
don't
mum would
stop."
do that.
Yeah, well, so it's
Absolute
like
respect
embarrassing
from
you.
Kaz. I love that.
Your mum would lie down.
Should do it.
Well, I don't think she ever did it because we just stopped because it's too embarrassing.
How old
So you
were
could
you?
just be like, don't eat the chocolate, or I'm going to go pick you up from daycare in my undies or something.
Nah, mate,
Which is
I'd
a
be
step
in
up.
jail. I would actually go to jail.
Yeah, you would.
Now, surely, I
just
I
put
see
these
the
on, mate.
opportunity. I mean, because I know that I'm not living it, and so it's become. I'm sure there's parents yelling right now saying, "Josh, you have no idea what you're talking about."
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
Sunand
Some of them
says,
have been good
"Do kids like Vegemite?"
yeah, I mean, when it's got butter and Vegemite,
Okay,
you know?
so you couldn't just give him a spoonful of veggie.
Oh, I don't think he'd like that. No.
But this is- so that's the
What
point.
animal likes that?
Yeah. What do you think,
I mean-
Sevs? I feel like you're like if TJ's the soft one, I'm the hard one. George, I don't know where
No
George
idea.
sits. And then I feel like Sevs, you're quite the sort of the good in between. What do you think should happen?
Yeah, I mean, you could. I guess there are like 2 ways. You could either make it the punishment sort of thing come from you, or you could set up a mousetrap or something like that up there, and then it's like, I wasn't down there, it's not me. So you could go like those 2 routes where it's just like, that's what happens. I didn't set that up, Bodhi.
So
That's
like a karma, so sort of teaching about karma.
Yeah,
Josh,
so
you
can
do have that. What's that show? The nanny vibe. Not the nanny, but that.
Yeah, super nanny. It's not
super nanny
acceptable. It's not acceptable. Yeah,
like she doesn't put up with shit.
Yeah.
Super uncle.
There's sort of, to be honest, there's a part of me that would absolutely thrive. Like if you were to give me permission to be the hated one of your mates from Bodhi's perspective, I would be happy to be the super uncle to go in and be like, look, things are changing. Like, I think there's something really fun in that. There's something really, like, in just a way that on the other side, he won't be like aren't you worried that if you are a pushover and you don't do anything that he'll end up being a little asshole when he grows up?
Look, I think a pushover wouldn't hold him upside down by his foot and take him to his bed more than twice. Like I did it multiple times this morning. But you're right. It is
this morning.
I think you definitely are thinking long game when you're a parent. Like you got to face up to it today, tomorrow. It's a constant grind.
Mm-hmm.
So I empathise with the suggestions based on you don't have to think about this for the rest of your day because you're the only one stealing your own chocolate.
And so you're worried. So you're worried that if you do it, that you're going to have to live that life. You're going to have to be the bad cop. It is hard.
Like enforcing discipline is a tricky thing. Like when do you guys need to discipline someone other than yourself? You know, it's a weird thing. Like I mean, enforcing discipline on your own self to stick at something is hard enough.
But I reckon it's harder disciplining myself than I could. I'm very comfortable disciplining other people. I think that's where.
Yeah, it's the giving advice versus taking the advice that you are giving out and acting on it. That's, I think, the challenge we all have, right?
Shannon says, ha, 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 your parenting advice makes me laugh, JJ. It's truly entertaining. Ha ha. I think I've hit a nerve with Shannon. What do we think?
Oh, no. Or she's laughing.
Too many ha's. No. I don't know those
like
laughs,
that,
Shannon.
When you said it like that, it sounded like really some passive laughing.
Ha ha ha.
No, she's just pissing herself.
No, I know. Everyone's doing their best. But we can all do more.
Hey, Olivia Brown has mentioned that she's in year 12 and she says she's been at school for 2 hours and have already received more than 50 notifications. Came to you guys for a break. Today, kids are going back to school in Victoria at least. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are doing the homeschooling thing. And I've seen a few parents on Instagram post, wish me luck. And, you know, like Michelle Laurie, comedian, she's posted something about like... you know, she's so pumped that her kid's going back to school, like, because teaching kids at home, doing the homeschooling thing is really hard. I mean, it's probably not on your radar, guys, but thinking about this new world we live in with the homeschooling stuff, it's I mean, what if it's it's full on?
What about me becoming the we could do a show called The Proxy Parent. And so I could, because I've got opinions on this too. Like, you know, I could put together a curriculum in half an hour.
Well, the thing is, from what I've heard, 90 minutes is about the contact time. So I was listening to Sam Harris's podcast, and over in the States they're doing the homeschooling thing, but literally it's a daycare service for grown children. Like, think about your socialising at lunch and play lunch or recess, and you know, within the classes, how much active time are you putting pen to paper, or like, you know, the teacher delivering the information? Think about it, like if you do condense it down, I think that's what we're finding. The condensing down is meaning that you're seeing the real time that a class or a day is taking from a curriculum perspective, and then all that other time is just, you know, just trying to go to the toilet, or, you know, saying you're sick and going to the sick bay to have a sleep. That's what I did. Like,
what do you think would your if we had sort of a show kid? So say if we had a kid that was
shared kid.
Yeah, shared kid.
All
say
four
like
of us are sharing.
Yeah, 11
Can we have
years
Aston?
old.
Can we have Shannon's kid?
No,
do you want to donate your child?
Aston's too young. Shannon's actually saying also, please note that you can't discipline a toddler the way you would an older child /teenager/adult. Their brains are that of a toddler, an infant even. Even the concept of discipline to toddlers is foreign. Teaching them the concept is hard enough, let alone enforcing it. So I think Aston's too hard. But at 11 years old, I think that's a good age. If we were to sort of co-parent, the four of us, our new bub, let's give him
bub.
or her a name. Do we want a boy or a girl?
Boy.
George can choose.
Okay.
Boy?
Let's
Okay.
go boy. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And now name? Any suggestions of names?
I feel like George would call his son George.
George Jr.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, you mean George
George
Senior
Jr.
would call him?
Yeah, you would call your kid George for sure.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
So I
Stripe.
Stripe?
Yeah.
Like a PayPal sort of.
Yeah.
That's a very
Can
modern
we
name.
call him? Let's call him Rona.
Rona. That's good.
Rona, yeah.
Oh,
Rona.
did you hear? There was actually
Ronan,
these twins that got born in, I think, India or something, and the parents called them COVID and Corona.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Can we just
Poor
talk about
bad.
why? Like, you know,
That's a
it's
nightmare.
Bogans in India.
it's
Yeah.
is it? You know how people are saying COVID-19 versus coronavirus, and I've heard a few sort of news anchors correct them themselves. Also, no, COVID-19. Is this ISIS and IS?
Well, coronavirus is like there's been coronavirus for forever. So if you type it, like I was watching a video that was like over a year old talking about coronavirus, which is just a type. So COVID-19 is.
So that's like the coronavirus is like the base virus, right? And then COVID-19 is a strain of coronavirus.
SARS v2. This is what another person
I
was
don't know why
saying,
I'm saying
SARS
correct.
2.
Like I've got.
But
something.
I'm trying to work out, are they trying to, you know how there was like the issue with ISIS using the branding. They didn't want to give it that, you know. COVID-19 is the disease name, says Grace. Yeah, but is it I'm just trying to work out why people are sensitive to it.
Well, because there's going to be more coronaviruses in
trying
existence, and so I guess you need to identify the exact disease.
Great. I wasn't sure if it was just like people are like, oh, we can't, you know, it's sensitive. We don't want to, you know, we want to sort of give it the less impactful name. COVID-19 sounds just more confused at that point.
And so what are we calling our kid?
Rona.
What do you think about Rona?
Rona.
What do we think about Elliot?
Elliot?
Nah.
Yeah, Elliot's good.
Nah, I don't really like Elliot.
Why?
Tim.
Tim's my dad's name.
Tim.
James is my
Um,
middle name. Same as yours, isn't it, George?
Ben. No, mine's Thomas.
Thomas. Oh,
your
yeah,
first
that's right.
name.
You had one of my names. You had my first
Oh yeah,
name.
Mason's
My
middle name's
middle
Thomas
name's
as well.
Thomas as well. Yeah.
Can we call
Here
the
we
kid
go.
Thomas?
Grace says
be Thomas.
SARS-CoV-2 is the virus that causes COVID-19. We need to get Grace back on talking about diseases and also Lyme disease and ticks.
Yeah, great. Maybe we could give her some stuff so she can dust up on specific info that we need. So we're not just throwing dumb questions.
Do you know the
Dumb
first
gronks.
20 elements, Grace? Because
hydrogen, boron. I don't know.
Hydrogen, helium,
No.
lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. Hang on. Hydrogen, helium, and lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere. Nitrogen all through the air. There's oxygen so you can breathe in.
No, you don't do it into a song. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, potassium, calcium. I don't know. I liked my science teacher.
Jeez.
And now I really wanted to.
Grace, are you hot and heavy right now listening to
ASMR?
singing that little song? Now that's Grace says this is hot. Classic.
And so Elliot, or we're not calling him Elliot. Final name, TJ.
What's wrong with
Joe?
Tom?
Can we call him Joe?
Joe.
Joe for Joe Exotic. It's the year of Joe.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah,
Joe.
that's good.
I like Joe. J-O-E.
Yeah.
J-O-E.
And what about Joey?
Joey? I
Joey.
like
Yeah,
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah, Joey. Because like
Yeah,
Joe
yeah,
Exotic, Joey.
Joey.
And so, Joey, he's 11 years old, going back to school today, but he's taking turns at our different homes. What should we be specialising in?
He's our gaby.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Is that the...
I think that's what you call it, gay baby. Like a gay couple's baby, gaby.
Aye.
Haven't you heard that before?
Or Are you guys divorced and you're now, Tommy, you're with me, Mason's with Josh, and he's going between houses?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
this
it.
is funny. This is funny.
Yeah. And so wait, so from a past, so TJ and I were in a marriage, and now we're
Yeah, we were married.
You've had a falling out.
Yeah.
You've broken up. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I feel like for both of us, like George, you're very much the new partner vibe for Tommy. You know, just like a little bit
Yeah.
calmer.
Can I just say, I'm jumping ahead a bit. Can we build in the surrogate mother? Like, is Shannon the surrogate?
Oh, yeah.
She birthed the child that gave it to Josh and I, and now
It's probably
Josh
a bit
and I
too
have
late for
separated.
me. I'm
It's funny. For a lot.
I don't think we need to work out the surrogacy situation for the Gronk Squad. To be honest, do you have to be a
Whose sperm was
VIP
it?
Gronk to be? Yeah, whose
sperm was it?
Yeah, it was definitely George's.
no, it's Happy Harry's.
And so Joey, Joey's deal.
Yeah.
So
Joey,
11 years old. What grade is he in? He'd be in grade 6.
what is that?
7,
Grade
5?
6.
Grade,
5, he
grade
turned
5 or
12.
6.
Is he just turned
Finishing
11, or is
6,
he
I think.
turning 12?
6, maybe
Yeah, so
6.
he's
I think
turning
it's
12. So he's in grade 6, final
Grade
year.
6.
Um,
Top dog, like you're top of the. I mean, if you just went to a primary school where it finished at 6, primary schools do, but not within. Some of them go on to year 7, 8. So you're the
Okay.
kings. You're the kings and queens of the school
Yeah.
at that age.
And so I think that, to be honest, I think that's where our parenting is going to differ. I think that you're going to bring up a Donald Trump, just kings, you're the best, you're the greatest, you're all like, let's just settle down. King, you're at the bottom of the food chain for a lot of people.
No, I'm saying you think it. You think it. I thought it was grade prep or grade 1. You saw the grade 6s and like, wow, look how big those people are. But then you get there, and you get to year 7, you realise that you're just a little bitch because there's year 12s, and so I'm just saying the cycle, the kids' mentality. They think they're the elders.
Sean
of the,
says,
tribes.
sup fellas, I've been intrigued by the premise of the Daily Talk Show since the beginning. He thinks we should be more specific with our content. Sean, how can we get more specific? We have a child that's 11 years old whose name is Joey. What more do you want? We could niche. We're niching into just
Parenting
content about our fake
Yeah,
kid.
hair, eyes. Yeah.
And so,
All
okay,
of that.
so curriculum-wise, what are we all...
Pushing
what are we
into.
teaching?
Sport.
we'll do sport.
Joe is edging. He's got ADD. Joey is a little pocket rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he needs to be run. He needs to be put outside.
Yeah, I think I trust Sev's looking after all STEM.
STEM. What's
Really?
STEM?
STEM again?
The science, maths, it's all that sort of like
Yeah, science, tech,
education.
engineering, maths. So
Look, I mean, I can do basic maths. I can do that. Yeah, I can look after STEM.
Well, you are the smartest out of his parents. What do you? So can I just? I'm bringing outdoor activity to the table.
To be honest,
I'll bring out outdoor activity to the table. George, what are you bringing as a parent to the table? What do you want
I'm
to
happy
teach
to take
young Joey?
Hospitality, cooking.
oh yeah, that'd be great. Home ec
great.
sort of stuff. Yeah.
Although, this is interesting because he's going to go between house to house and he's going to say that Mason's the better cook. There's going to be a lot of this kind of, So, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do cooking.
Sean says every show
Right.
should be about this Joe character.
Yeah.
You mean
Sean
our
knows
son
concept.
Joey?
Joey. Come on, Sean.
Okay, and so no, the sport thing, the adventure stuff, that makes sense.
What are you
like
doing,
Josh.
JJ?
Look, I think I would love
Lara
to.
says you can be the dance teacher, Josh.
Yeah, I would do dance, but no, I think there's also something in poetry. I'd love to do sort
Poetry?
of a lot of because I think Sev's
Just
your
writing,
creative writing.
journalism, just a
Yeah,
bit of
that'd be.
essay writing.
I've got a book called How to Read Poems.
Oh, really?
So I think that would probably go through that.
How to
Yeah.
read poems?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how to read a poem?
Maybe not. You just read.
You just read.
To be honest, I don't know.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is sounding really
some
ignorant.
poems
but
I
go on.
don't get. No. Some poems I just don't get at all.
Yeah, so
Reading
me
them,
too.
you're like, okay.
But that's
And the
but
way
that's
it's
the
formatted
poem.
and stuff.
If you don't
Yeah.
get the poem, that's the poem's problem.
Yeah.
I'm
The person
sorry,
who's
guys.
written that,
you
like,
guys are ignorant.
does it smell alright or?
No, mate.
What?
I'm
What
just.
are we talking
I just
about?
saw
What's
this
that?
stuff on the blinds next to my setup here,
Don't sniff it.
and it looked like water.
He's already
and I
sniffed it.
touched it. I've been. It's. Look at this. Can you see that stickiness?
Oh my God. Oh my.
What the fuck is
It's
that?
Tyrone's cum.
No, it's actually doesn't smell that bad. It's oh my God. The junkie's been down here. The
do you mean?
junkie,
Oh, it's chocolate.
along with
Bodhi.
chocolate. I went into his bed last night. He'd got up on the top of his like chest of drawers. It's quite high, dude. It's like double the size of him. He'd climbed up and he got down the Panadol, and the Panadol must have been a bit open, and he's got into the Panadol, and now the Panadol splashed on here somehow. But, oh my God,
Okay, all right.
Guys.
So this is not good.
ugh.
Joey.
This is, to be honest, this is a friction. Like if we're co-parenting, the friction is that he goes to your place and just can run an absolute muck, and then he tries to pull the shit
and
at
then
our
he's back
place.
at our place, and we're just
Yeah.
having none of it.
I mean, who does he want to go away with? What?
I
Whose
think
holiday?
he wants the one that's
George-
providing
definitely this.
a
Definitely
communication
them
and
parents.
structure.
Sorry, mate. Joey's grandparents live in Byron Bay. We are able to go up to Byron, get good coffee from the barista of the bookshop. I take him on a run. We sometimes see Chris Hemsworth, don't we, George?
We do. We have a great time. What do you guys do?
Yeah, what do
Oh,
you
we-
guys do? What are your holidays
I mean,
with Joey?
Joey's busy learning about valence electrons.
Yeah.
Just loving it.
Fucking buzzkill.
No, but seriously, yeah, we're going to take
We go on
Joey
nice
to New
walks.
Zealand, but we're taking
yeah.
him to New Zealand.
We're going to
Yeah.
Queenstown.
Hey,
doing
hey,
a
young
few
Joey,
walks.
have you seen this little app? It's called All Trails.
It is actually that is fun.
Imagine how dialed in Joey would be with all his apps. Like we've spent so much time finding all the right apps, and he can just inherit all of them.
Mm.
What a
Yeah,
lucky
exactly.
kid!
Yeah.
He's so,
And so-
lucky.
He's an outdoors kid for us. He makes fires. He hunts, gathers, that sort of thing. He doesn't need electronics.
Joey's going to be
Buzzkill
such a good kid.
No, I mean, I don't believe it because Tommy, I can imagine Tommy getting around screen time with Joey.
Oh yeah, screen time. Yeah.
But we don't allow it in our house. But on the on the curriculum stuff, so there's poetry, writing. I think
Language? Learn another
uh,
language.
not really self-expression.
Okay,
Jeez.
So
great.
so we would have basically a no, but I also think listening skills. What else? Says
Yeah,
what else do
that's
we want
good.
to teach him?
Listening skills. Yeah, listening's good. I think it'd be great getting him around dancing and
Yeah.
music. bit of
Sunand
theatre.
just asked how
That
we
would be a
know
bit
each
fun.
other. So Sunand, Tommy and I were married. Now George is Tommy's husband, and 97 is my husband.
Where did we meet,
But it-
Josh?
We met on that flight back from
Toronto.
That's right.
Toronto.
No,
I was having a fling with Dill.
Sunan,
It's not that funny.
we're talking shit. I'm sure we've explained this in a bunch
philosophy.
of other episodes.
Lara, that's definitely some Seneca. Some I mean, TJ, you haven't done the obvious one, but meditation. I feel like you
but
should
we do
own
that
that
after
one.
on the beach. Yeah, on the beach up in Byron.
What about
It's-
RE? Would you get mum teaching a bit of Catholicism?
As in my mother, my mother.
Yes.
Yeah. No, just clarifying. I call Amy mum. So, and she went to Bible college as well. So it's like it could have been one of them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely.
PayPal's
I
going to
think
help
I'd push
teach Portuguese. That's epic.
Mate,
Yeah, great.
bilingual
love that.
child.
Oh,
Fuck
just-
yeah.
For both.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
It'd be great if you knew a couple of languages.
Mhm.
English, Spanish.
Oh,
I
thought
heard
you
today
wanted-
that people who practice a religion, so not the doctrine of it, but just a daily practice of it, are happier than those who don't. It was interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to do a thing on world religions in general for Joey, not sort of just... I think that every year he could read one sort of religious text.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
What about getting him? What
tough
about
read,
hanging
the
out with
Quran.
Not
Mesa?
under my roof.
That'd be
Good one, George.
Sorry.
Good one.
Sorry.
What age can he try marijuana, George?
16.
Okay, yeah, fair.
16. Okay.
This is great.
Are you getting it for him, or where's he getting it from?
Oh, his Breezer got me a coffee. Oh, thank you. This is great. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, yum.
And so a couple of languages, says Olivia. He's 11, almost 12. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's a lot easier to do this shit when they're young. By the time you're 18, no offense, Olivia, but you've got no capacity to learn new shit. You better get in.
I was fluent in Italian by the time I went to year 7. I'm not even joking. And I forgot it all.
What?
Really?
Remember how the other day we asked you, is there something you'd like to tell us that nobody really knows?
I forgot about
That's
that.
a good fact.
That is an absolute
Could you say
fact.
something? I can't even... I did the whole...
Buongiorno.
I bought that course that fucking the FBI uses. I've forgotten it all.
Yeah, because the the school I went to, Lyons Primary School, was half... It was bilingual, so it was half Italian, half English.
Really?
And the whole... So for half the day, the teachers would only speak Italian, not even a word of English. And so you
Grace
just learn,
says,
you're like,
OMG, George, I can speak Italian too.
Oh,
There we go.
This has become some sort of weird Brady Bunch
when she
scenario.
says 2, I actually can't anymore. So,
Did you, George? Is
yeah,
that when
it's
you got
disappointing that I
when you
lost
got
it.
that little dirty Sanchez of yours? Is that when you got that?
Yeah,
that
that was-
little dusting underneath your nose?
when I was about 12. Haven't shaved since I was about 12.
Sevs, did you learn a language?
I did French in primary school, and then till year 9 in high school. But I went to New Caledonia for it. That was our French excursion. But I'm hopeless. I can't remember anything.
Grace
So
says
bad.
that is Spanish Mason.
Okay, sorry.
Geez, that's...
She knows two sentences in
Does
Spanish.
Grace ever call you 90 Sevs, or is that sort of... Is it all just
No,
Mason?
not really. Nah, yeah, it's not really 97.
Yeah, she's not here to fuck around.
Yeah. Full name only.
Full name, passport number, please.
Yeah.
Oh, on the
She
passport
calls him his
thing-
passport number.
No, the thing with the passport, my passport expires in November, and I was planning on getting it renewed in Feb because you can't fly using a passport that's got less than 6 months on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I should just wait now. Like, there's no point getting a passport right now.
If you've got the cash, I think you may as well get it done. Like,
Now I was thinking,
you've got a bit
but
of time
then it's
on
got
your
like
hands.
10 years. If I can actually just put, like, say if we're not going to be able to do international travel for, say, 10 months or whatever, say if I'm not going to go overseas until Jan next year, like 2021, might as well renew at the very latest point so then I get a full 10 years.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
that's a good
worse
point.
rushing to get a passport. Nothing worse. Like
Have
the
you done
stress,
it?
the pressure. Yeah, I did. I had to get one before I went and did my stripping adventure in New Zealand. Like I
right.
had it rushed through, cost more money. It was a nightmare. And Josh, I know you got because you'd have to carry both for
of the
your
visa
US
stuff.
visa.
Mm.
Because if you want to get your visa put into that one, you have to go through the process again.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
fuck
sure.
that.
So you got to carry two.
It's annoying.
And so
Carry
where
two with
would, for an excursion point of view for Joey, we got to, as couples, we got to pick one excursion each. George and TJ, where are you taking Joey?
Where if we're in Byron, how far is Nimbin? How far is Nimbin?
What's
George?
in Nimbin?
Nimbin's the pot smoking capital of
Oh, really?
Australia.
Such a shit
suburb
hole.
of.
Oh, really?
Is it? Yeah.
Such a shithole.
So this is what I worry. This
only
is
been there
like, I
once.
guess...
I don't
want a
want
pothead kid.
I don't want Joey smoking.
Yeah, no, I feel the exact same way.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What don't
He's
you
not
want?
an experiment in... I know, TJ, you think it's all fun and games.
What?
Or just
if he
giving
gets
him pot,
addicted?
but his fucking brain is developing. He doesn't need that shit.
Hey, George is the one that said 16 that he can have it.
The 16 I
I'm not
agree with. He's
advocating.
fucking
You can
11 right
try.
now.
Mate, do you know when I smoked
Yeah.
weed for the first time in my life?
I'm guessing about 5 on the way you're acting.
No, it's no good. Grade 5. That's
Grade
too
5,
young,
far
dude.
out.
Way too young.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where are you taking him?
Well, I mean, George, how do you
reckon
feel about?
maybe
I don't know.
Europe.
You want to go? Yeah, we have that. We have
Maybe.
that
Mate, what
disposable
cash?
income,
Yeah.
don't we? No, we have disposable income.
Who's
Seb.
cashed up?
Well, George
We got
is.
some cash.
George is.
George got a loan from his
We've got
mum
some cash.
in Byron.
Why do you think Tommy married me?
Yeah, not for the moustache.
It wasn't
babe.
for his...
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Tell us what you do with his toes.
No.
Yeah, so we'll go to Europe, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Very
mean, bad time to go
full
to
Europe
Europe, to
trip.
be honest.
Yeah.
Says, where do you, like, excursion-wise? I don't think we need to go as silly, to be honest. What's
No, I mean,
something...
if
you're
we're
Mr.
the
Practical.
responsible, if we're the responsible parents and we're building up a nest egg for him, I don't think we can blow all the cash on a
Mhm.
excursion.
Did you guys have Dolomite, by the way?
Yeah, we walked
No.
down to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably too young.
That's Combank,
Sebs.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd fuck all in Dolomite.
Yeah, because I had a I had to complain to Combank recently about some weird money going missing, and I called them.
What
and the
was
first
weird
thing they
about
said
the
was,
money?
well, it was like $70 bought on Amazon, which I just didn't do.
Okay.
So I called them. I said, "Oh, there's been a weird transaction," and she answered. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much for being with Combank for 26 years. You've been a loyal customer." I'm like, jeez. So I've been there since I was born.
Yeah, I've had
That's
my
just
same
probably
like a
gonna
same
wow.
account, dude. I've had my same account with Combank for years. I've still got it there. I think the dude. So this is actually
You'll
how
have it
happened.
after you die as well.
No.
At the
This
rate
dude,
they're going.
this dude at the the Commonwealth Bank, he's fancied me, and we got along quite well. And he gave me free account, no fee. I couldn't believe it.
Really?
I was like, "Can you waiver that fee?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Sweet."
Do you put money aside
Shannon's-
for Bodhi at all?
No.
I thought you were going to say something else.
He will for Joey.
Yeah, we'll give Joey some.
Now Joey's got the ING. He's got the splurge
Yeah.
save.
He's actually got up.
Yeah.
We're on up. We're all digital.
Yeah.
He's
And,
got his savers dialed in. He's got automatic transactions when he gets his wage coming in. Just
His wage.
he's dialed it in. He's actually He's got index funds, and he's just.
But he's not
all sorted.
spoiled. He's not spoiled.
No.
Shannon says, I just renewed mine. This is about the passports because I was supposed to be going to Vegas for my 30th this December. Alas, I don't think international travel will be open by then. Fuck. Surely there's an opportunity for us to do a Vegas-themed party for Shannon in December.
Yeah, that'd
Surely.
be fun.
How could we do
For
it?
sure.
What would a Vegas party look like?
What's a
Poker
Friday
tables.
night drinks dedicated to Shannon?
Yeah,
And
and
it's
so
her
what?
birthday.
So what do we need? Pokies?
Vegas
Could we
theme.
do?
I've been no Vegas theme.
You could hire dealers and stuff and tables and set up a hall and walk around and play games. That'd be
Oh, that's
sick.
Oh
fun.
yeah.
If it was all virtual, what could we do if it was all virtual?
Could we some form of gambling, some betting on something? Don't know what it is, and it might not be real money. Could be Gronk coin at that point.
December.
Maybe Sean from the UK
Pretty
will
good
have
by
the Gronk coin ready by then, and we could
Yeah.
use Gronk coin.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
people
Oh,
deposit
that's a
in.
good idea.
Yeah, I like that. Today, guys, just sidetracking because I think we'll explore as who suggested to us that we focus on one topic per day.
I think that was
Who was
Sean.
that?
That was
Sean.
another guy,
Sean.
Sean. Yeah.
Just
Oh, another guy, Sean. Yeah. As he said, this podcast is now all about bringing up Joey.
Mhm.
That's all we're going to do for the next 10 years, pretty much. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
Great.
No, I'm
But,
into it. I could get around it.
We'll check in to see how Joey's going over the years, over the months. Today,
Is Joey
was a-
going to have his own? When's he getting social media? By the way,
Oh, good
well, social
He's going
media
to have a
that he's
shutdown
handling?
account. He's going to be able to start. He can post with
is he on
his.
TikTok at the moment?
Yeah, but
So
every
I
dance
didn't
has to
wanna-
have dad in it.
Which one? A dad.
Hey, Dad.
Dad. The real dad,
Anyway.
Harry.
Anyway, we'll settle this in the courts, Josh.
And so, what's...
No,
I'm not
the
interested.
few things going on today. Just after lunch, guys, Ramble Campbell is going to be dropping another video that is helping us work out by the end of the day what we're going to be doing for our dress-up Friday night drinks.
Oh, that's controversial. On hump
because-
day.
Oh, on hump
Well,
day.
we need to get it done because it's
Not
a
happy
small
about it.
video. It doesn't go on the show, George. Don't worry. It's just on Instagram and our social media, and then later in the day, George, you're going to be dropping something pretty special again, aren't you, mate?
I am. So are we deciding on the theme now, or
We need
is
to
he
decide,
gonna-
yeah.
End of the
Announce
day.
it.
End of the day.
George needs
Oh,
it for his
okay,
video.
I need it.
Oh, we haven't worked it out yet.
Oh, okay.
That was why.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
this is the first time hearing of this, George.
Well, I thought
I thought we were
to be
gonna
honest, I
announce the
think it's
theme
being
11 a.m.
left very late. I have tried
Yeah.
to not be involved. I've tried not to rescue this because I'm
It's not
not
that
that
funny,
fucking
mate.
rescuer.
Come off it, mate. People don't have that much on. Let's be
But-
honest. It's going to be around the house.
So what's Ramble? So the video, I love Ramble. I love all the videos he does. But what's the video?
It's helping us work out what we are going to be wearing. And
So
so,
what's
by
the
the end of the
options?
day, this is what the video is going to be. The end of the day, we're going to see. It's just a part of the promotion, Josh. Let it ride out a bit, baby. It's end of the day. We're going to lock in the exact costume.
Can he send it to
So how-
George for his promo?
Yeah, how much? Yeah.
Yeah, you can send it to George.
George, is that going to be
that'd
okay?
be nice. That's perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah. All right. It's a daily talk show, 4 p.m. George will be presenting his hump day. Any teasers, George? What can you tell us?
It feels a little bit like second album, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So, just lower your expectations a little bit.
Yeah, but look, people
Uh,
think second albums are sometimes bad, but if you're a true fan, you love every album
Yeah,
moving forward.
I think you guys will love it.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yeah, great.
no,
We
we
love you, George.
Love you, George.
love you, George.
I love you. I love you guys.
And we love Joey too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Shannon says, let go of control for a second, JJ. It's all good.
Yeah, we got this.
I think I hit a nerve, Shannon. I'm just trying to proxy parent.
Rain
to
Man
help.
Rain Man popped in at the end, and he's saying, "What have I missed? Who's Joey?"
Yeah, Joey's our
You
son.
got a lot to catch up
Yeah,
on.
he's our kid. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all
Daily talk
co-parenting
show.
Joey.
See you at 4 p.m., guys. Have a good one.
See you guys.